Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 140 and today has just been one of those days. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now 10 past 4 PM and I have not recorded any videos today. I haven't been able to record all morning. I then decided that I would go out and film a vlog, which just didn't work, unfortunately. So now I am back. And I am running extraordinarily late, which never really happens for me. I'm one of those people that I generally stay on top of things. I'm very good at getting everything done that I need to get done. I like to think that I work relatively efficiently when it comes to making these YouTube videos and these Minecraft videos. I'm quite good at that sort of thing because I have to be, because I have to spend so much time doing them. So I can't waste too much of my time. But today has definitely been one of those days where a lot of time has been wasted. But we are now on the Hermitcraft server. I am ready for an awesome episode. I have got a bunch of really awesome plans, and I thought I would start things off today by checking out the bookshop. And it looks like, well, we have made like a handful of sales. We have got some diamonds there and some diamonds there, and obviously we have got the 5 diamond blocks that Mr. Vintage Beef decided to pay me the other day for the work that I did, which is crazy for the service that I provided him 2 months late. I get 45 diamonds. If he asks for redstone again, I'm going to do it the second he requests it and see how much I get paid then. But anyway, let's pop back over to the storage system. I'm going to dump all of this stuff and then we can start work on the projects for today's video. I've just had a thought. I was running past through my nether tunnel right here. We have not been to the nether base since I finished building this thing. I mean, it's just been sat. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh! How did that even happen? I thought I was a goner then. I think I'm starting to realise why I don't come over here. So project number 1 should actually be a really simple one. In today's episode, we are going to be working over at the new base that we have over in this area. And yes, as I remember, I have built all of this thing apart from one little section, which is this space down at the bottom here. As you can quite plainly see, there is absolutely no bone mealing going on and there is no lighting. So we are going to light this thing up, and that is really annoying that I've cleared out the space under here, because that means that I can't actually place in any of the glowstone, which is quite frustrating. But I'm just going to quickly go around like this, do the lighting. I think that should probably do the trick, and then I'll place in the glowstone afterwards. But most importantly, bone mealing. I mean, this is looking very nicely trimmed down at the bottom here, which it shouldn't be. This place is meant to look disgusting and ruined. So let's just quickly work on doing all of that. Oh, for goodness sake, I've gone all the way down to the bottom here. I don't have any fireworks. I don't have any ender pearls. I don't even really have any blocks. I've only got these leaves. I need to place leaves around here as well. Now that that's all done, we're going to start work on the big bits. We're going to build a new area to the new base area, if that makes any sense at all. So we're going to be adding a section onto our big circle right there. It's going to be branching off, and this one is probably going to be the biggest section of them all, which means that we have got quite a lot of mining to do and also quite a lot of planning and designing to do, because I want this thing to look absolutely incredible. So I'm going to move my beacon over into that space over there, and we're going to get to work on clearing out this place. Now, I just want to start this time-lapse chat by saying that this little mining challenge right here was probably one of the most frustrating mining sessions I have done in a very long time indeed. I couldn't remember why I had started clearing out this space and then stopped, and then eventually it hit me. There is a reason why I didn't want to build here, and that is the fact that the river, or the lake, is literally just above it. So if you break any of the blocks, obviously all of the sand then falls down, then all of the water pours into your area and you have to clear everything up, which doesn't sound that bad, and I'm very thankful for Depthstrider, but it's just so frustrating because you clear out the entire ceiling and all of the sand falls in, and then suddenly you're being pushed around by water and you're unable to break things. So this relatively simple mining area right here actually took quite a lot longer than expected. But anyway, aside from that, I really want to chat to you guys about the latest Minecraft updates, because the snapshot released yesterday. In fact, I posted a video of the snapshot yesterday. I'm also going to be posting a video today for me, which will be yesterday for you guys, about the snapshots and the response to the snapshot, which is a bit of an interesting style of video, not something I've really done before, but I think it should be fairly interesting. But I personally am absolutely chuffed to bits. Now I have to say, the terracotta blocks, they don't really fire my buttons too much, as in I can't see myself using them too much in the future. There's going to be a few occasions where I am going to use them, and Jeb actually replied to one of my tweets saying that he plans on making the terracotta blocks slippery so that they don't interact with slime blocks, but they can be moved by pistons, or at least that's what it sounds like, which would be bonkers. That would be totally insane and a completely new game mechanic that would be added into Minecraft. But aside from that, I can't see myself decorating with them too much. But the concrete blocks, they're amazing. I think they look incredible. I'm chuffed to bits with them. I cannot wait to get my teeth into them, and hopefully I'll be able to do a bunch of builds with those in the future. I mean, think how much better modern houses are going to look now that we can have like an actual white solid block. It's going to be awesome. Seriously, seriously awesome. Anyway, back onto the Hermitcraft server. And the space has been cleared. As you can see, we have got water dripping down, which is just a reminder of what I had to go through to clear out this space. Now, it isn't quite as tall as I wanted it to be. I probably wanted it to be about 1 or 2 blocks taller than this, but in the circumstances, I would say we have done a pretty decent job. So now it's probably about time that I actually give you guys a rough idea of what I'm going to be building here. You can probably tell from the title, but we are going to be building a Redstone Museum. Now, this is something that I did in my first series of Hermitcraft. It was awesome. I want to do it better this time around, and I am going to leave room for expansion in the future so that we can add more redstone builds to this thing. But I think first things first, we've got to work out how we're actually going to decorate it, and I'm almost thinking that I'm going to go for pretty much an identical design to the one that we have over here. Yeah, I love this place. I seriously love this place. I think it looks great. And it is, yes, it is fully centered. My eyes are clearly wonky because I fully thought that everything was off-centered there, but I love the way that this place looks. And I think we could replicate something nice on this side as well. Oh dear, I forgot that these chunks are the crazy chunks. I don't even know what to say about what happens in this area here. Oh, there's some lava there. That's peculiar. So I've come up with this idea, and I have no idea if it is any good or not. I quite like the idea of it. I think maybe if we could chuck in blocks across the bottom there. You see, the idea is that we would also have like some support beams going. Maybe we could like add in blocks going down here. That could improve things, because the idea is that these are meant to look like structural support. So I would add in fence posts in each one of these, and then the same sort of dangly fence posts hanging down. Then we'd have fence posts going across like this, because these are what is going to be splitting up the different exhibits in the museum. So we'd have fence posts here, maybe going up like that, and then all of this would be like really rugged stone. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather up some stones, some cobblestone, my fence posts and everything like that, and I'm going to do like a mock-up of what one area would look like, and if it looks good, we'll copy it across throughout the entire room. I definitely think in the next season of Hermitcraft, I'm going to build a storage system for every single item, because I hate having to do this. Oh my word, I've been working on this thing and I haven't noticed how mob infested it is. Oh my god. What on earth is going on in here? I think maybe I should light up the other side of this, because I just got absolutely blasted by a creeper. That was pretty close. This place should hopefully be a lot less deadly now, and also I have done some work on making it pretty. Now, I have spent probably about 25, maybe even 30 minutes on just this little section right here, and I like it. I really, really like it. Now, my original plan was I was going to have fence posts in these gaps right here, but instead I think I'm just going to drop the ceiling down in both areas so it really does look like this thing is supporting it, because otherwise we'll have a very flat ceiling, and that's not really what I want. So this this looks good. And also it looks significantly different from the other rooms that I've created, which is also incredibly important. So I think I'm going to space these things out by about 5 blocks, which should mean that the other one is going to go right here. Yep, that's 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it'll be this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that one right there. So that will give us enough space for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 redstone builds in total. Sweet! I thought I would get the ball rolling with the easy part. So all of the arches have been put in place. We have got all, I guess, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I thought 5 arches making their way right the way across. And so far, without all of the ruining and everything like that, it's already looking very grand. It looks like something out of Hogwarts. So I think this one here might be the contender for my new favourite room. Let's start placing in all of the fence posts. I thought I would get things started with the walls, and I have to say, I think I'm getting the hang of this ruining business after doing the entire outsides of these circles right here, which these things are pretty huge, and all of the other rooms. Finally, it is coming naturally, and it looks good. First time. It's not like I have to go back through and ruin it some more. Awesome. Okay, this is a really, really good start. And now I have built my first roof section. So this area right here has been constructed over the past maybe 15 or 20 minutes. And yep, love it. Absolutely love it. I cannot believe I actually came up with this idea in my brain so fast and managed to get all of this together. Usually it takes me ages to come up with these sorts of ideas. Clearly, I'm in a bit more of a creative mood today because this looks fantastic. It looks so cool. So cool. Right, I am like fully inspired and ready to start building. We have got this entire wall left to do, and obviously all of the ceiling and all of the floor. So we're nowhere near done yet. But already, this is my favourite room. By far, my favourite room. I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I have been doing this ruining for probably about 3 hours in total now. It's getting a little bit boring. We're on the final few sections, so hopefully it should be finished soon. And these right here should be the final few blocks going in to our ruin section. So I'm just working on adding a little bit of corner detail, and I think this side could probably do with some as well. So let's quickly expand out that area. And yeah, I would say that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. And this entire area is looking pretty good. That looks awesome. This seriously looks great. I don't know what to say other than, yeah, I'm chuffed to bits with it. I mean, all of the blocks they work well together. We've got a structural system that actually looks structurally sound. I'm going to take a look at the other rooms that we've built. Obviously, these are a little bit more complete because they have all of the grass flooring and all of the leaves, which definitely helps the situation. This is a cool room. I now don't know which one I prefer. That one is cool. That one is really, really cool. Let's take a look. I'm going to head over to the Auto Crafter. This one's also pretty cool. Okay, the room that we've just built does have some tough competition, and unfortunately, it is a little bit of a shame that we couldn't go just a tiny bit higher with this. No, this one's coolest. This one is coolest by far. Yeah, by a long, long way. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have to head off. I'm going to have to repair up my pickaxe. We're going to have to take out the entire floor and replace it with all of the grass. Oh, for goodness sake, a zombie pigman's robbed my boat, and I don't know what to do. I forgot that was a thing. I don't know why that was so funny to me. Iskal, I hope you're happy. You are actually making me save all of the diorite that I get, and I've just realised that that's not going to work. I need to place it in this dropper right here. Right, as far as I can tell, I think these should be the final few grass blocks for this area right here, and we only have about a stack and a half left. I had loads of grass at one point, but this is how it looks so far. It looks terrible. Absolutely terrible. Because we don't have any bone meal. I mean, how strange is that? The tiniest detail, the addition of this, I can promise you, at least I hope, once we add in that bone meal, that is going to completely change the way this place looks, because right now it looks boring as anything. Seriously, seriously boring. So I'm going to quickly run up to the base, craft up some bone meal, and start spamming it left, right, and centre in the hope that things improve here. I just turned up my field of view to take a look around, and it's making me feel so ill. Oh, that is horrible. Oh, God. I don't know if I can fly. Things are looking better. We have got no flowers. It's all fully bone mealed up, and we've also lit up everything. So now I'm just quickly running through and extending out some of this grass. And oh, that needs a torch right there. Unfortunately, I'm running quite low on glowstone, so I've had to use torches in some of these locations. We've got torches on the pillars and also torches in the back areas right here. And as far as I can tell, if my maths is correct, there shouldn't be any dark spots. So yeah, this is light level 9. Everything is looking good. It's all sort of light level 10 and above, which is exactly where we want to be. So let's just quickly do a few more extra ones right here, just to vary things up a little bit, give us a tiny bit more depth. And that should do it. For the time being, that should probably do it. Now, I don't like that one. That one's ugly. It does look a tiny bit too overgrown now, so let's quickly run through and destroy some of this bone meal. Right, so there we go. I would say that does it. We have cleared out some of the bone meal. Everything is looking a lot better now, and if we pop to the outside, this room looks brilliant. Now, what you have to remember is that there are going to be redstone contraptions in these areas right here. This is where the exhibits are going, which almost seems like a bit of a shame. I kind of just want to leave it like this. Maybe we could make it... I mean, we could make it a stables, but this is like the most impractical place to have a stable. It's inset 20 blocks into the floor, which is already quite difficult for horses, and it's surrounded by water, which... horses don't tend to do water particularly well, but maybe that's something to consider for the future. For the time being, this is going to be filled in with the redstone contraptions. This is the Redstone Museum, so I think now we should pop into my redstone testing world and take a look at what redstone contraptions should be making their way in here. So, I'm flying around here and I'm trying my best to think of redstone contraptions that I would really like to see in the Redstone Museum. Now, one that definitely comes to mind, which I highly doubt I'll be able to find, is my tiny hidden crafting bench and also my hose switch. The hose switch was one of the first redstone contraptions I built that actually had like some large success on YouTube and got a whole bunch of views. It was like one of the early videos that really kicked off my channel. So those two definitely have to be in there, and of course they're absolutely tiny as well. But now, as far as other things are concerned, I mean, obviously we've got piston doors. We have various different piston doors. We have things like trap doors. I mean, I'm sure this... yeah, that's totally broken. Good, good, good. We have cool redstone contraptions. But I wouldn't know... Oh, this is a good one. Yes, I like this one a lot. This right here is my tiny, tiny, tiny... Look at the size of this thing. It's 3 blocks wide. And it is absolutely tiny. Hidden staircase that drops down into the floor. That thing is bonkers. Honestly, one of my favourite redstone contraptions I've ever built. There is not a single air block on the inside of that thing. It's 100% redstone. Every single block is used. Fantastic. Okay, that has to be in there. I must admit, I've caused myself a bit of a struggle here by making the areas so tiny. I guess certain redstone contraptions could go across 2 areas. That could be a thing that happens. But other than those 3 that I've already come up with, I mean, there's a few double piston extenders and things that I've built. Obviously, there's 3x3 piston doors that I've designed, 4x4 piston doors, 5x5s, whatever. But obviously, they aren't going to fit in those areas. And also, I personally don't think they're quite as exciting. Nope, that's broken as well. Goodbye, redstone contraption. I don't really know. In fact, I actually think I should ask you guys this, because you guys probably have... Oh, Ender. The Ender Station. That's one that I want to put in there, because that was a really early redstone video, once again, that did incredibly well. So that is 4 redstone contraptions so far, but as I was just about to say, I feel like you guys probably have a better idea of what redstone contraptions you really like out of my selection. So if you wouldn't mind going down to the comment section and let me know your favourites, that would be highly appreciated. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please sure to hit that like button. And if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.